Hey you guys, it's that time. Pick a story where in one of the decks or all of the decks could be a story or a message for you. So what I like to do is to first hold each deck up to the camera for you to see if it's resonating with you, starting with deck number one. Could your story or message be here in deck number one? Or is it in deck number two? Could your story or message be here in deck number two? Or is it in deck number three? Could your story or message be here in deck number three? All right, so I hope you have made your selection, and we'll go ahead and begin with deck number one. All right, we have the Ace of Pentacles, Death, the Eight of Pentacles, the Prince of Swords, the Nine of Wands, overall energy, Six of Cups, Ten of Swords, and the Five of Swords. All right, so overall energies, I feel like there has been some sort of frustrations, maybe having strong or negative thoughts about a person or a situation. I feel that two people could have said some hurtful things towards one another, whether it is, romantic in nature or not. It could be friends or family members, but it seems like maybe there's been some sort of harsh communication or miscommunication. People also could be behaving in ways that are hurtful. So by someone ignoring you, you would turn around and maybe ignore them, but it's coming from a place of hurt. So I feel like there has been some sort of discord, but I do see maybe like forgiveness or a reconciliation. If it is a relationship, and you guys broke up or separated, it seems like the two of you do come back together. But I feel that someone's trust has been broken, and I feel like there's a willingness to establish trust again. But it does seem like there's hiccups in the relationship. Like something keeps starting and then it falls apart again. There is a possibility that something is going to end shortly after it begins. So if that is a reconciliation between lovers or friends, it might come to an end again after making up or having closure. I also see something in regards to like job searchers or career. So you might be looking for a job, maybe putting in applications or doing interviews. And it's possible that somebody will call you back or reach out to you with an offer. And it seems like you may take the offer, but you might not stay at this place. Maybe you're only going to take it for a short time. Yeah, it just seems like something comes to an end shortly after it begins. Now, it also could be that there are some new changes that changes everything coming into your life or your work life. So let's say there's a new rule that comes in at work. I feel like whatever it is, it changes everything. Maybe now you need to get new ID. Maybe now you don't get to work at that favorite desk because of these changes. You know, you got to work on a whole different floor now. You know, maybe there's some sort of construction going on, and there's just some sort of changes taking place that is, you know, taking something away from you. I feel like if it is about new changes, is for the better. Now, I also see something kind of symbolic from this. I see this in another way as well. So something kind of looks like a seed being planted in dirt. And out of that seed that's being planted, that something blossoms from it. And it's funny because I'm hearing Drake's lyrics and I see all this Scorpio energy in here too. But that lyric about when he said they threw dirt on his name and he grew up out it. You know, the song with the Weeknd. Fair. Oh my God, I hate when I blank out like this. If you into Drake, you know the song. Fair trade. Okay, so yeah, it seems like something, maybe it got buried, but because of that, like something blossoms even more. So even though something may have ended or you had to bury something away, I feel like it's going to make room for more, or more value is going to be added to something. Maybe you didn't even see it coming. Now, I don't predict death, but if there has been a recent death, it's possible that somebody left you something, or you're getting some sort of inheritance. But it may be, whatever it is, could be something that is valuable to you. It also seems like there's something in regards to an investment, and maybe you didn't hear anything or you didn't think your investment was going to do anything, and then all of a sudden, whatever company you invested into or whatever investment it is start growing and growing. And so you do see some sort of progress or needed results. Okay, now I feel that you are also needing to learn how to overcome some sort of doubts or anxieties that you may be dealing with, negative thinking. I don't know if someone has said something to get into your head, but I feel that I feel like you can't let that get to you. I feel like you're needing to be confident in yourself, or you need to believe in yourself, because you might have people saying things towards you just because they don't want you to succeed, or maybe they're just subconsciously jealous that you're moving ahead of them, or you know. So I don't know, I just kind of feel like if someone is saying something negative, that's coming from likely their negative experience, or you know, it could be out of envy. But don't let it get to you, whatever the case. Don't be afraid to also just like speak out about what you think is fair or not fair. So you also may be, in a sense, needing to learn how to defend yourself, or stand up for yourself. You also could come across someone who challenges you. I don't know, they might challenge you in some way. They might even be like a vessel, used as a vessel to do that. Like they're coming to you in this human form, but it's meant to challenge you. I almost feel like somebody is being paid to let something go or paid to leave. It could be a work situation where you didn't quit, but maybe it's more about some sort of changes happening where they're like giving you a paid leave of absence, or getting some sort of severance package. In regards to a breakup, I kind of feel like maybe somebody is trying to give someone a gift. I don't know if it to make it better, but somebody is just trying to apologize or trying to lessen the blow. It's possible that someone might call off an engagement. You also might see something. Maybe something was a rumor or something was hearsay, and then you see something for yourself. So, seeing some sort of evidence or hardcore proof might be hurtful to you. Someone also might find out something about you that is hurtful. Health-wise, there's a possibility that there could be some sort of a blockage. There could be some sort of a growth. Not saying that something is cancerous, just saying it could be some sort of a growth. And there's also a possibility of something having to be removed. If you are seeing like black birds, I don't know if it's a raven or a crow. I feel like any black bird might signify some sort of transition or something. There's going to be some sort of changes coming. Spiritually, there's a possibility that there is a spirit that has been lingering around you or trying to get your attention, especially if it is a loved one that's crossed over. But maybe it's a random spirit in your home. I don't know, but it does seem like maybe something's been trying to get your attention. it kind of feels like there's going to be some sort of major career changes or financial changes. You might be worried about your finances, and there could be some sort of a financial struggle, or like something about your expenses. You're having to lose money before you gain it or receive it. I feel like something's coming back though. If you have to, you know, put money out there, I feel like it's going to come back. Also, someone may want to come back that is just an absolute no to. Like, no matter what, you just will never give this person another chance, especially if they're a fire sign. I also see something like turning down one offer and accepting another, or being turned down for an offer, but then another one coming right around the corner. I feel like there's also some sort of an agreement being made between people. You might get locked into some sort of an agreement. It could be a loan, it could be a job, anything that requires your signature that locks you into some sort of an agreement. I feel like you might be doing that. I would say be careful about what you agree to, because it does look like maybe there's a hidden clause, or maybe there's something that went under your nose, you didn't see it. You also might agree to something knowing that you don't mean it, or basically making an agreement or a promise with your fingers crossed behind your back. Um, Doing something just to get what you need, and then I don't know. I kind of get somebody is like taking the money and running. So I don't even know if they use that statement anymore. But that was used a lot of times when people, for instance, if somebody just did like a horrible movie. Let's just say your favorite actor, you haven't seen them in a while, then all of a sudden they're in a movie, and then the movie is just like horrible. It's just like, man, they just took the money and ran. So I kind of feel like something like that could be going on. Like, something is like, something is bad, but you're like, whatever. I need the money, so I'm taking it, and I don't care, just as long as I get paid. So it kind of seems like somebody is like taking the money and running. Now, there's also a possibility that someone is intimidated by you. But don't be afraid to tell somebody no, or to set boundaries with somebody. Um, something could be going on where you're dealing with your own inner demons. Yeah, I kind of feel like somebody is afraid to stand up to somebody or to say what they really feel or what they're thinking. I also feel that somebody is afraid to try something because they're worried about becoming addicted. I feel like somebody also is afraid of something. They're afraid of finding out something, like they have something or that they're sick. I feel like there's a fear in that. So, of course, you have to just go to the doctor if you're worried about something. But something is showing up as being afraid that you have something. All right, so let me move on to the next deck. You have the Three of Swords, the Five of Swords, same energy coming out. Four of Disc or Pentacles, Two of Wands, Justice, overall energy, Three of Disc. We have Death and Ten of Swords. All right, so something may have come to an end. There may be several endings. You could be cutting cords with different people. You could be cutting ties with people. Maybe you decide that you don't ever want to speak to someone again, or giving someone a silent treatment, or maybe someone's done this to you. You could have just quit your job, quit a relationship, like something's going on where you're just dealing with endings and transformations. And I keep picking something up in regards to like maybe going under the knife, even like maybe something is having to be removed. There's a possibility too that you're visiting someone's grave, or someone from the other side has been visiting you. I'm kind of getting like brushed with death. I don't know too if anyone has had a near-death experience. And it seems that, you know, something is just like a dead end. And I kind of feel too like you're trying to clear out things and just like start over. And it seems like even after something has been established, just like the first deck, there's an indication that there is a separation after something shortly after something began or got settled or was established. It's like, okay, just got this set up and now you're quitting. You just got this set up and now you don't want it anymore. You cancel something after you get it set. Like, I don't know. It just seemed like it's over shortly afterwards. At work, you might be having a hard time dealing with people or dealing with the job itself. You could be dealing with people saying petty things, hurtful things. You also could be coming off that way. Maybe people are viewing you as someone who's spiteful or mean spirited. I do feel like maybe someone feels defensive, and maybe someone feels the need to say certain things because they feel like someone's trying to attack them. I kind of get the same energy too, as like two wrongs don't make a right. So people might be feeling vengeful, but nobody wins. It's a lose-lose outcome. You also might build up some sort of a wall, or maybe you feel like you're not trusting people. You just want to keep to yourself. You could be dealing with power struggles too. And I feel like people are getting frustrated. I don't know. You might be getting upset with someone. You could be feeling very territorial. You might just be fed up with somebody always eating your stuff out the refrigerator, whether it's at home or at work. And I feel like somebody is going to yell. Somebody is trying to establish some sort of control or territory. Like someone is just like this is my, everybody listen up. Nobody do this, or it's not going to be this way. Like somebody is like, I feel like yelling to get their point across because nothing has been working. Somebody also might feel empowered because of something that they did. It also seems that if two people can't reach an agreement on their own, that somebody's going to get a lawyer involved. It's like, okay, now you want to play like that or you want to act like that. Now I got to get a lawyer. Like I was trying to keep it civil, but I'm bringing a lawyer in. So somebody is just like really frustrated. Maybe someone does feel like they're being picked on or bullied and feels the need to get legal action, take legal action now. You could be dealing with some sort of court issues. Yeah, I kind of feel like somebody is like, let's take it to court. Like I fight with court. I don't fight with my fist, I fight with court. Like somebody is like really, I feel like doing that. Um, I feel like you're also just distancing yourself from people who disturb your peace. Something also could be court ordered. So I don't know if you are having any type of issues with like a living situation or a nasty divorce. Like, I don't know, something might end up being court ordered. Like being, it's like now you have to vacate your property, or now you have to get the car repoed. Now like something is like now you have to like go through the courts. You also might be torn in regards to something that needs to be done. Maybe you have to make some sort of decisions, or yeah, you might find yourself having to make some sort of an executive decision. And whatever decision that you make, though, I feel like you're trying to be just in your decision. You're trying to look at all sides of the situation before giving a ruling. It also seems like more information needs to be provided before a decision can be made. Somebody also might appeal a decision because they feel like something isn't fair. In regards to a relationship, I feel that a Libra could be blamed for some sort of problems or for separation. So I kind of feel like a Libra is going to be like the scapegoat for something going wrong. Yeah, I don't know. You might have to press charges in a work situation. Um, I kind of feel like somebody's trying to do something because they feel you wronged them, or someone is, like I said, they're blaming you. They might not be able to see the full scope of things. Now, it also could be that somebody is realizing that they made a mistake and feels guilty about it, especially if someone feels like they've been getting a lot of karma after something happened. Um, let's say, for instance, this is just an example. You did some sort of spell work on somebody because you thought they did something to you. Turns out they didn't. But ever since you did that, you've been feeling like you're under spiritual attack. You're like, this has gone wrong and that has gone wrong and this, maybe I shouldn't have did that. You know, you just get to thinking like, maybe I shouldn't have did that. Like maybe, you know, so I feel like somebody, if it's not you, maybe somebody who did do you harm is starting to realize that they may have made a mistake. You also might be unaware that you've hurt somebody's feelings and not understand why someone's being distant or funny with you. I get the energy too of somebody like either playing mind games or making you wait just because. Like maybe someone doesn't have like a good reason for making you wait for something. They're just like, no, just hold on or just wait. They just want to see you sweat or they just because they can. it seems that you start to have some sort of realization. You might realize that you have some sort of strong negative feelings towards someone, or that you've been redirecting your feelings towards someone, redirecting feelings that you have with one person and putting it on another person, rather. Um, or realizing that you've been taking your anger out on somebody. Seems like there's going to be a need to fix something or resolve some sort of issue. I feel like somebody also is trying to be petty or make something harder than what it needs to be, especially at work. Also, I feel like somebody is enforcing something, or something is like, it's a requirement now. And it's like, that wasn't required yesterday, and they're like, well, it's a requirement now. Like, something's going on where, I don't know, I feel like somebody is just trying to be restrictive, or yeah, someone's trying to be restrictive. And it could be that somebody is trying to weed out certain applicants if, you know, this is about a hiring situation or getting an apartment. Spiritually, I feel like you also might start to have some challenges in regards to your spiritual beliefs, whatever they are, whether you're religious or spiritual. I feel like something's happening where those beliefs are being challenged. Kind of seems like somebody is also like gatekeeping. Either it's you or somebody, you know, they have resources or information, but they're not sharing. Something is about control. I feel like something is about control. Or if someone is not in control, then they just feel lost. So someone has to be in control. I feel like someone is also just kind of like establishing their dominance. Like I said, they're like marking their territory. They're really making a point to say, this is mine, or I did this. Like somebody is really trying to do something. Um, Another thing I'm getting is that you could be trying to butter somebody up or put a lot of energy into someone who's stubborn, trying to get them to trust you or to not be so guarded with you or to just be nicer. I don't know, maybe you're going out of your way to be nice to somebody. I almost hear like you're talking to a brick wall. Now I'm also seeing something about a leak, something about a water leak that might need to be looked into. I'm kind of getting a situation where somebody wants you to like them, but they're going about it the wrong way. Not just romantically, just, could be a supervisor, could be a friend, not a friend, but a friend of a friend. I just feel like somebody is trying to get you to like them, but they're going about it the wrong way. Or it's like, what are you trying to prove? You also could be waiting for someone to be more authentic. I feel like somebody is needing to get something off of their chest. Someone might speak their truth, but the way they're doing it is just like making it loud and clear, or they don't care whose feelings get hurt. They're just like, I'm just being honest. This is the truth. Someone who has been either deflecting or communicating indirectly, I feel that, and they've been ignored or their efforts have gone ignored. I feel like someone is just like, okay, fine, like no more indirect communication or no more tiptoeing around the subject. Like somebody is like fed up with getting ignored because of their way. So they're going to come straight forward. They're going to be brutally honest or just very direct in what they have to say. It's possible if you've been polite that you might say something that isn't so polite because you're just tired of it. I'm seeing a possible problem in a living situation where someone is just like either saying, I need you out, or I need this, or get out. There could be frustrations between earth and air. Now, finally, something seems like forgiveness or a karmic debt is now balanced. It could be a literal debt that's also balanced. Yeah, I feel like something is finally over. You're going to have your peace. Or two people are going to make peace and stop holding grudges or being hostile or upset with each other. If you're not holding a grudge with nobody, then of course that's not for you. But I feel like somebody who's been holding a grudge doesn't want to hold it anymore. And then I'm getting that message again about somebody who did something and realizes that maybe they shouldn't have done what they did. They did something for revenge or out of spite, but maybe they realized that they did it to the wrong person, or maybe they realized that somebody never hurt them or did anything to them, so they're like, well, I shouldn't have did that. So I kind of feel like somebody is having some sort of realization that maybe they were in the wrong, and is trying to correct their mistakes, whether it be you or someone that you were once dealing with, not just romantically. Um, I also feel that someone is finally released from something and can get like some sort of clean slate. I still feel like it could be financial debt or it could be people, relationships. And then if two people don't see eye to eye, I still see like, okay, we just take it to court then. If you are being sincere or genuine, then I feel like the judge is going to rule in your favor. All right, so let's see deck number 3. You have the 9 of Swords, 5 of Wands, 2 of Cups, Queen of Cups, 3 of Cups, overall energy, 9 of Wands, Justice, and 2 of Pentacles. Okay, so at one point, you may have been indecisive about something, or changing your mind. It just seems that something was unstable. And I feel like instability was coming from a place of insecurity or fear. Like you weren't trusting yourself to make the right decision, or something that you wanted to do or move forward with, but you were just having issues believing in yourself and too focused on past failures and not trusting that, you know, something would be better or the future could be better, you know. So I kind of feel like maybe, you know, this could be a current situation about overcoming doubts and insecurities and, you know, trust issues. But it does seem like you're being suspicious about things. There is a little bit of paranoia. Maybe you don't trust somebody, but your reasons could be without good reason. It's a little paranoid. Or maybe someone feels this way about you. They don't trust you, but they don't have a good reason not to. I feel like you're also nearing the end of some sort of inner work. So if you've been doing any type of inner work, shadow work, I feel like you're nearing the end of it. That cycle is closing. I feel like before you can move forward, though, you've got to get out of your head. I feel like you've got to stop overthinking. Spirit might be pushing you out of your comfort zone, making a situation very, very troubling or very uncomfortable intentionally so that you will make some sort of necessary changes. In a love situation, I feel like people have been hurt in the past. People have made promises and went back on them. Someone did not prove themselves to be reliable. So I feel like that experience, and I don't know if this is the same person coming back, but because of a past experience with someone who was unstable, I feel like you're having a hard time allowing yourself to open up or trust a love interest. I feel like it might be a new love interest, but you're still comparing the past and, you know, just having a hard time opening up to the new person. It does seem like ultimately two people will allow themselves to get closer to one another, to trust again. Even if something ends up or starts off platonic. I feel like two people also just need to make sure they're on the same page, because I feel like even though there is an attraction there, or a genuine connection between two people, one person may not be ready for commitment. It's like maybe someone no longer believes in labels, or someone just has more of an open mind than the other person. So just make sure that you guys are on the same page if this is a romantic situation. This also could just be early stages of dating. So of course no one is going to take anyone too seriously, because it's just about establishing trust between people and building friendships and things of that sort. I do feel like two people are trauma bonding though. Yeah, I feel like two people are coming together based off of past traumas. Even if it's a group of friends, or you make a friend, a new friend, you might bond based off of some sort of past traumas. You could be dealing with a water sign or Libra. Also, there could be something that you're wanting to do creatively, or maybe you're very passionate about more than one thing, and you just don't know what direction to go in. It's possible that someone is like, either you're being pushed into someone's life or they're being pushed into your life. But I feel like it's for a reason. Two people are meant to help each other overcome their insecurities. Also, someone is going to bring out your romantic side or your vulnerable side or your creative side. Somebody is coming into your life to help push that out of you. Something you've been suppressing needs to come out, and they're going to help you. Like I said, it doesn't have to be romantic, it can be platonic. Although I do see a water sign who's very possessive. Once they, have you in their life, they're going to want to keep you close. They're not going to want to let you go. You might end up, something also could start off kind of surface and end up being very deep. Also, I feel like Spirit has been pushing you to complete something. It's possible you've been obsessing over someone or they've been obsessing over you, especially Air or Capricorn. Okay, I feel like the more you try to block out certain thoughts, the more intense they become. I also feel like someone is trying not to think about someone in a sexual way, but has been pleasuring themselves a lot to the thought of this particular person. It's either you or someone's doing this to your image, or you're just thinking about you. There's a side of you that you like to keep locked away, but it may be time to free that person or open up that side of you. You have an alter ego that wants to come out. Someone could be dealing with some sort of a moral conflict. Also feels like somebody from a distance is trying to get your attention. It's likely you have not responded or you keep ignoring this person. I feel like something is going to continue to haunt you until you confront it or face it. This can be a person, or it could be that thing that you're needing to complete, whatever it is. Like you said you were going to do something, you keep procrastinating. It could be paperwork. Maybe you want to start that business. Maybe you want to start a diet. Whatever it is, I feel like you're going to, it's time for you to deal with it. I heard you might need to sell your home. There's a strong possibility that you could find yourself falling in love with someone, or two people fall in love with each other, but like I said, for whatever reason, I feel like they're being resistant towards each other at first, or in denial, or trying to shut these thoughts out. I feel like somebody is afraid to fall in love, and just the whole thing about what if it doesn't work out? What if I ruin a friendship? What if? It's a lot of what ifs. If you've been in solitude a lot, I feel that that part of your life also could be coming to an end. And because you're either starting to go on dates, become social, or you meet someone and enter a relationship. Matter of fact, you might get scared of a relationship that moves too quickly. I feel like something bittersweet could happen as well. Something like you get your dream job, but then that means you have to lose your favorite house or apartment. Like something, it's like some sort of exchange. It's like spirit is like, if you want this, you can have it, but I want this. You can't have both. And so something's going on where it seems like you do get something that you want, but it also requires letting something go. You could potentially stop talking to someone who's close to you, especially a sibling or a friend. Something also seems that like somebody might come in between two people. Some of you don't want to hear it, I know, but I feel like there, for those of you that are in this lifestyle or opening up to it, I see a possibility of some sort of poly type relationship, where people are having to make some sort of an arrangement, or they have an agreement between each other. In a solid relationship, there could have been some issues in regards to somebody wanting to live out a fantasy and like bring another person in. I don't want to say solid relationship. I mean an established relationship. I would say this relationship seems unstable though, and it may not be a good idea. Somebody might think that's what we need to do to make it better, But I feel like the issues might be coming from somewhere else. They're deeper than that. And I don't feel like that would resolve the issue. That's for those of you just trying to bring somebody in for fun. It's like you would have to really make sure the relationship was secure, and it doesn't look like it is. If this is about, like I said, the poly type relationship, I feel like somebody's afraid more so because they don't want to be judged. They might be open to it, but they don't want to say that because they fear being judged. And yeah, I kind of feel like somebody is trying to keep an open mind with that. I feel like somebody's also going to visit you in a dream. Or maybe you feel like you have a relationship with somebody, but it's only in dreams. Another thing I see is, aside from a possible poly relationship, is that somebody's more so arranging for two people to meet. So somebody's just like trying to play matchmaker. So there could be a third party that brings two people together. I feel that something's also going on in regards to family, like families bonding or coming closer together. A deceased loved one also it might feel like that person's protecting you or protecting the family, and they probably are. Yeah. Yeah, so those are the messages that I'm getting for you guys. Hopefully some resonated, but feel free to leave your feedback. Thank you guys for watching. Sending love and grace.